Today, while this important webinar is taking place, the Public Transport Forum is also being actively held, and Igor Nikolaevich is indeed there presenting a comprehensive report. In one of the key sections, he has been graciously given the floor to speak and talk about the project. Therefore, at events where significant projects and important companies are represented, we will now participate in all of these events. Why wasn't it possible to do this before? We've already mentioned that, yes, we presented our technology, we demonstrated it. There was always the same question, or rather a set of questions. How many can you deliver? Yes, the engine is good. How many can you deliver? In what time frame and at what price? And that was truly it. That's precisely where everything completely and absolutely ended. There were no answers to these questions before. Now we can already give more concrete answers to these questions, much more so than back when it was just a shot in the dark and so on. No one was going to indulge in fantasies. No one was building castles in the air. They said, no, we can't do this right now. When you can, then come back. That is precisely why, until we were truly able to present both our innovative developments and our high-quality products in a sufficiently serious, professional, and industrially robust form, ensuring they met all necessary criteria, specifically meeting the essential needs and critical demands of people, fully complying with all relevant GOST standards, adhering to all technical regulations, and satisfying every single requirement. Until that crucial point was reached, engaging in any discussions with potential partners, thoroughly discussing terms, or formally signing any contracts would have been entirely pointless and unproductive. It was clearly against the rules. Now it can quite easily be done. Therefore, in principle, this work has already begun, and the first contracts have been signed. The contracts are made taking into account the specific realities of the project and the enterprise itself. The permit for commissioning has not yet been obtained. Therefore, the contracts being signed take this nuance into account. And accordingly, this is reflected in the timelines for fulfilling contractual obligations. Why is this necessary right now? The thing is, as soon as we get permission to start operations, people will immediately rush to us. Where are the volumes? Give us the volume. And we always say, guys, you have to understand. With photonics, you'll deliver the first product, the first device, the lithograph, only after 2 years. We are a design and engineering technology bureau. Our products are both developments and finished products, and they cannot just simply and truly appear on the market instantly at the very mere snap of a single finger. Because at the beginning, there's the crucial technical assignment, a comprehensive set of requirements that absolutely need to be met. After that, naturally comes the extensive development work and so on. Yes, there are distinct stages and various processes and so forth, but no one is truly going to rush to give you exceptionally large orders until you have unequivocally proven yourself in this competitive market. And that's precisely what we are actively and diligently working on at this very moment in time. That's why even those innovative embedded engine series, which we initially started producing in the pilot batch phase, are now being thoroughly and rigorously tested within the controlled environment of our advanced laboratory facilities. Moreover, it's not just individual samples that are being tested, but several distinct ones at once. This is done to gather comprehensive statistics. Indeed, everything is being done quite strictly and meticulously. All of this represents direct and crucial preparation for the next significant stage, the imminent start of full-scale production and the achievement of positive economic results. We absolutely need these vital economic results immediately after receiving official permission to begin our operations. Why is this so critically important? Then we really need to present all of this crucial data to Technopolis in order to obtain the Property Committee's essential approval for the land buyout. Without this approval, it can only be done at full price. And this can be done on the basis of the existing law, specifically on the economic zone. That is precisely why we absolutely require it. That is why we have now diligently started preparing for the crucial next stage of our planned activities. While we are currently in the essential process of obtaining the necessary permission to formally begin our operations, we are already proactively working on the subsequent stage, the meticulous implementation of our product and the successful achievement of positive economic results. I am not at liberty to publicly name the specific company yet, as a comprehensive confidentiality agreement has been formally signed, but in due course, everything will certainly be fully revealed. So, with unwavering determination, we must continue moving forward, no matter what obstacles or individuals stand firmly in our determined way, fully and completely in line with the significant objectives we have meticulously set.
The built-in drive is designed to operate from mains voltage. Are there any ready-made solutions for running the drive from other power sources?
There is a solution, because right now we are developing and preparing both the motor and the controller to work with a 48-volt battery, an angle grinder that will run on 48 volts. Just yesterday, we were in talks about creating a drive for 50mm diameter concrete vibrators. There are two primary types of vibrators available. One is a robust cable-driven mechanism, and the other is a direct action system. Both of these versatile types can effectively operate from a standard mains power supply and also from a portable battery source, which is a very interesting and highly flexible solution that can be readily implemented in various applications. For this specific purpose, we are currently diligently working on developing a specialized controller designed precisely for such demanding applications. Thank you for your attention.
Will you be cooperating with Rosenergo Autumn?
If they want to, we will.
Do you already have any R&D ready for sale or for offering?
Yes, but you see, it's truly impossible to carry out R&D in isolation from the consumer. We have basic experimental design work on the technology, some crucial developments. These can be used once they are brought into compliance with the customer's specific technical requirements. We have such developments.
Will the built-in engine have its own name?
Yes, we are actively working on it right now, because considering the sheer number of all the possible modifications and variations, there are indeed more than 600 of them in total. All sorts of different versions exist, specifically by voltage, by the precise stack length, by the crucial presence of a temperature sensor, an encoder, and also by the specific shaft end design. Currently, comprehensive technical specifications are actively being developed and meticulously prepared for this specific purpose. This includes everything absolutely necessary so that we can effectively produce it. This is because certain essential documentation is indeed required for us to formally certify it, especially since our existing USM system is already fully certified. Furthermore, we have also diligently developed, though not yet fully implemented, a crucial regulatory document, specifically a detailed quality management policy. This is something that is absolutely and completely required, even though it's just childish nonsense copied directly from the United States. In Soviet times, there was no management or anything at all like that, yet the quality was definitely there. No matter what anyone says, TVs and refrigerators lasted for 30 years. They just changed the light bulbs. Yes, those were products from a completely different generation, but nevertheless they didn't break down in the first year, which is why they lasted so long. The equipment was reliable because the goal was to supply the country with goods, which is why they were called durable goods.
Do you think the quality of the products will be better than in China?
You know, right now, we currently have one dedicated employee whose primary job responsibility is to meticulously write on every single product package developed and manufactured exclusively by the innovative limited liability company LLC Sovelmash, and a unique identification number, a distinct number for each of these individual parts. And everyone who ultimately buys or somehow acquires their hands on this particular product will know that it was meticulously made by LLC Sovelmash. That's why I don't think that we, including you, would want people to speak negatively about us. That's why we make an effort to ensure that the products that come out of here delight people with their quality as consumer goods. And, you know, there's this psychological barrier. It's typical for any mother who has given birth and is afraid to let her child go for the first time, to let them start taking their first steps. Similarly, our employees often experience the same kind of anxieties and concerns. They are frequently afraid to truly let go of a product and confidently send it out into the world. This hesitation arises because deep down, there's almost always a persistent sense of something crucial left unsaid, a lingering bit of uncertainty, or perhaps even a fear of potential imperfections, and you have to overcome that barrier. It's easier to get past it when you come to a company where the same product has been made for generations. You just come in and do the same thing. Because they know people will take it, criticize it, or not criticize it, it doesn't matter. But then they're genuinely surprised. Why is it that suddenly, bam, no one is buying anything from the company? Such concerns will always exist, and that's good, that's healthy. But at the same time, you can't keep polishing your fishing hooks for forever before you go fishing, as the saying goes. At a certain point, you have to stop and say, it meets the requirements, it doesn't meet the requirements, so as not to overdo it. Of course, you can certainly make a beautifully painted box with clear labels, make it wonderfully colorful, but you truly need to understand precisely where the product is going and for what specific purpose. For each individual consumer, you absolutely need to create your own tailored solutions and carefully take all relevant factors into account. You should always offer each person exactly what perfectly matches their unique requirements and specific needs.
Will we have our own online store? What are the plans regarding international expansion?
Over time, this technology will eventually cover the entire world. That's an undeniable fact. Online sales are entirely your responsibility, Alexander, from this moment forward.
We'll just make it happen. What are the options then?
He promised. He'll deliver. Yes, absolutely. Of course we will, my dear colleague. Indeed. We will effectively use all modern methods to sell our valuable products. So, if you could just give us a little bit more time, that would be greatly appreciated and very helpful.